All right, guys. So, first of all, I gotta say I sincerely apologize for the last video for ending it so abruptly and then not coming right back with part two to what pretty much what I've experienced over the past 3 years practicing semen retention. Okay. Um, yeah, I actually was running like a few minutes late for work, and then pretty much all through this weekend. Um, I just been having to like rip and run, catch up on stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like the weekend started off very stressful, and I'm not gonna lie. Like I I almost didn't even do a video today, based on how the weekend started. But towards the end of it, it actually turned out to be pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna continue. This is part two to what I have experienced while practicing semen retention for the past 3 years, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Okay. Now I don't know exactly where I left off on the list that I was reading in the last video, but I do have an idea, so I'm just gonna continue. All right. So, and I can reiterate just real quick, just so you guys can have an idea of what I've been experiencing. And mind you, this is not like, my videos are all about positivity and everything. But with that being said, by me, talking about my spiritual journey, talking about the semen retention journey, that doesn't make me better than anybody else. You feel me? Like, I don't want y'all to think that, like, I'm, like, saying, hey, you need to do this and this is what's going to happen. Because every journey literally is different, bro. And you're going to get a lesson out of every situation that you come across. I promise you. I promise you. God, like, the thing about it, bro, is that you can't read God's mind. You can, like, have conversations. You can ask him for things. You can manifest and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, bro, like when I say life be so unpredictable, bro, like life be so unpredictable. Okay. So, with that being said, let me reiterate. So, what I experienced in the last 3 years on SR pretty much was uh, how to maintain, well, not how to, well, obviously I learned how to maintain being on retention, like actually having a long streak. It's actually pretty easy when you cut off people, and then also too, like once you lay to rest like certain vices, foods, once you literally raise that to put that to rest, it actually gets a lot easier to practice retention. But yeah, through the 3 years, I've still, even to this day, I've had my battles with sexual urges. And the reason why that happens is because when you're practicing retention, you're holding on to so much sexual energy, and you have to transmute that energy into creative energy. We are all humans, bro. I'm not gonna lie. There's gonna be some sexual energy that you just can't transmute. You feel me? Like, we have to remember that God put us on the face of this planet here to procreate. All right. So in the past 3 years, yes, the urges have gone down, but usually when you hit like a flat line, or it's like you hitting a wall, and then sometimes people will start edging. You feel me? Once you go, like, you're gonna go through stuff like that if you do go on retention for a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? It's literally like a up and down, on and off type of thing. But it's like once you get on that streak, there's no on and off. It's either you on it or you're not. You feel me? So I've experienced that. Uh, I also have better mental health awareness. For some reason, bro, you can put me anywhere, bro. I'm going to be myself. You feel me? Like, I can't really, and that's the thing that you learn about yourself while you're on retention for quite some time. You have no choice but to be uniquely yourself. There's no point of trying to act. There's no point of trying to fake. You feel me? So I've learned and created my own identity. You can ask anybody who talked to me. It don't matter. Bro, I remember one time years ago, And then I think this is just how God made me. One time, long time ago, right? Some hating ass neighbor in my neighborhood that was living in my mom's neighborhood, they called the police. They thought like, they basically called the police on me. And at the time, uh, I had a THC pen on me, but it was empty. It was completely empty, right? So police pull up. They pull up to me and they're like, "Oh, we heard like there's been some complaints of some noise." I'm like, "Noise? Shit, nigga, my radio don't work. Nigga, I just got here from playing from hooping." Um, at the time, I didn't make a smart decision because I was smoking weed, but I had already finished my joint, so the car smelled like a pound. You feel me? So I'm just sitting in my car. Car smelled like a pound. It was like, "Oh, okay. Smells like you've been doing something. Step out of the car. Let us search the car." They searched the car. They was like, "Yo, is there anything in there that we should know about?" And like in my mind, I'm confused and I'm mad and I'm angry, but I've always learned to just always be myself, like through any situation. And I know this is kind of like a separate video, but like I'm gonna stay on topic, but I just have to put that in there. Um, but basically though, I was respectable. I was respectful, I should say. I didn't argue. It was fucked up. It was fucked up, and I could tell it was a rookie cop who was just doing too much. And once he seen the THC pen, it was empty as fuck. They dropped the charge. But long story short, when I had that experience, and then when they had me for a few days and shit, when I was like in the holding cell for a few days, I maintained my own uniqueness. Now I wasn't trying to be no tough guy. Even the police officer, bro, which is kind of like fucked up to say to my peoples, but as they were taking me to jail, one of the police officers went up to my mom and was like, "Hey, oh my gosh, you raised your son very, very well. He has manners and he wasn't argumentative. Like, yo, man, he's a good one, man." And in my mind, I'm like, if I'm so good, why the fuck y'all taking me away? Okay? But uh so that just goes to show, I only bring up that example to let you guys know that like the more you create your identity and the more you are just uniquely yourself, don't try to be nobody else, just try to be yourself, just literally be yourself. Once you are being yourself the whole time, you're gonna go into rooms and you actually won't fit in, but you would know how to adapt. But just during those situations, learn how to just be aware and learn what rooms to go into and what rooms to stay out of. You see what I'm saying? Because a person like me or like my personality, it's not gonna fit too much like in a club or just like different, you know what I'm saying, settings. Because if you've been in this energy and this vibration for so long, if you've been practicing retention and shit like that, people might look at you low key, dare I say it, as like a cornball, because it's like you're not promoting drinking, smoking, living life fast and all of that. Like you're actually telling people, hey, like, you know, it's good to wait. It's good to have uh withheld, not withheld, that but you know, delayed gratification. I'm sorry, I've almost fucked that up. But yeah, it's okay to have delayed gratification. You know what I'm saying? So within the 3 years, uh, the mental health awareness, self awareness, my identity, I became more comfortable with just how I am, who I am, my ideas. I don't let people try to like manipulate me. Um, I'm open minded, but at the end of the day, I'm just gonna do me. At the end of the day, you should do you. And I think that was one of the biggest lessons that I learned while practicing retention. You don't gotta be. You don't. It's no point in trying to fit somebody's idea of like what it is to be like a real man or a real nigga and shit like that. Like within the past week, I've learned so much just about like perception and life within the past week. That's another thing too. When if you're on retention for multiple years, or let's say you're on and off with it, bro, you're gonna continue to keep learning. Like you're gonna continue to like you will actually gain wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And you won't. And then also too, it's almost like you'll become your own therapist. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. you do need like a third party or like a second opinion who's on that same type of frequency to help you, because we can only see ourselves so much, you know, um, going through the matrix if we're just only looking through our own eyes. But one thing that I did learn too, bro, while practicing retention for the past 3 years, bro, daytime version of you versus the nighttime version of you is not the same. When you wake up in the morning, more than likely well, it depends on the person. Some people wake up in the morning and they're super positive and they're ready for the day. Other people wake up in the morning and they're super negative and they're like, man, fuck this day. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they're more of a night person. But I'm not gonna lie, for me, it's it's literally like night and day. Like the daytime, and I don't know if it's just because I'm a Gemini, but in the daytime on retention, I'm more, just more like willing to eat fruits, willing to go outside, willing to sit in the sun. Um, it's the daytime. You feel me? You get to do your chores and stuff. You can see. So it's like I have a certain personality during the daytime. The nighttime, you might as well just call. I like for me, I might as well just call it my higher self versus my lower self. Higher self is lit during the day. Lower self is lit during the night. But I also realize like they intertwine too. Like sometimes people will wake up on that type of time and demon time or whatnot, right? Um, so I realized that like the dynamic of the energy is totally different from the daytime to the nighttime. Obviously, I would say 90% of my relapses happen at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? And this is literally between the hours of like after 10 p.m., between 10 p.m. and like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm just keep it a beam. You feel me? For the past 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever I did relapse, right? So because I raised my awareness to that, it's like now I'm a little bit more aware once the sun goes down. Meaning I try my best not to eat too much fuck shit. There's times where I do eat. Where if I'm around somebody, they got some chicken wings or whatever, it is what it is. And I, for one, I'd be like, okay, cool, it's just some chicken or whatnot. But I've done the research as to like how to keep yourself uh, healthy. And even if you're not a spiritual person, bro, if you're eating too much meat and eating too much processed foods, it's gonna affect your body negatively. It's gonna affect how you look negatively. You feel me? So I was able to pretty much throughout the my semen retention journey, I learned just different ways on how to cultivate my energy at nighttime and times when I feel lonely and I feel like nobody fucking with me. Like I'm not gonna lie, till this day I struggle with that a little bit. Like I'm not gonna lie, I struggle with that. Um, Being on retention, it is kind of like you're like a lone wolf, and it is gonna be like a lonely road, depending on like who you associate with and stuff. Um, but it's almost like a mind fuck, and I'm gonna keep it a beam. And I always have conversations with God about this, but there'll be a point of time in retention where it's like I cut off everybody, I focus on myself, and all of a sudden I'm getting so much females, I'm getting so much female attention. Older women, they want me to move in with them. Like at one point in time, it was crazy. So I'm like, what the fuck? So what is this, like female attraction or whatnot? You know what I'm saying? Um, and it's like, boom, I experienced the female attraction, and I experienced a high, a natural high. And then all of a sudden, as soon as I get content, because this happened to me, I got content. I got lazy on trying to be on my streak, dealing with my girl, whatever. I'd have to start over every 2 days or every other day, pretty much. And because I got so content, which by the way, it wasn't her fault. Even though women do, that's another thing too, bro. After for the past 3 years, bro, when you do get to that stage of attracting a woman, and then like you kind of share a little bit about your retention journey, you share that with them. They are on a mission to make you bust. it feeds their ego, and that's what I learned. You feel me? But outside of that though, I went through a situation where I got a girlfriend, and obviously it ended terribly. And I went through a time period where it was just like, I don't even know about this journey at all, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like, maybe 2 years ago, when that time when I went ghost for about 2 weeks, um, because I ain't gonna lie, if I'm not in the right type of vibration or energy to make a video, I'm not. I don't like to speak on something that I'm currently not doing, because then I'm gonna be a hypocrite. You feel me? So there'll be times where I would just kind of like sit this one out, like, and the mind set to like be resilient and bounce back. That is like the biggest thing. Having a short memory and just having the realization that, number one, it's not that serious. It's serious, but it's not that serious. If you relapse, it's not the end of the world. If you eat some food or whatnot, it's not the end of the world. The problems and the issues where it actually forms is when you're constantly doing this shit, bro. Every day. Once it becomes something like anything that you're doing every single day, bro, like just think about it, bro. Even the type of foods that you eat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Too much of anything isn't good for you. So you have to, like, I also learned like just how to balance out my energy and balance out what I choose to put my energy in. Now, there was a trap, and I'm gonna just, and this is a lot of stuff that I remember right now. This is a trap that I fell into, and hopefully you guys raise your awareness to this. And the trap is, and I hear a lot of people say this too, they go on retention, they cut everybody off, and then they're like, man, I feel alone. No, I just feel like I'm just here by myself. People are looking through me and stuff like that. You don't want to limit yourself. Yes, you're trying to limit how often you do low vibrational things, but you don't want to limit yourself from living. Like, you still have to live life, bro. So being active, putting yourself out there, if you want to put yourself out there but you don't have the money, you know what you need to do. You got to put yourself out there and find the right type of hustle or job that's going to get you the funds to get you to go out. You feel me? And get you to just kind of get out of your comfort zone. Just the other night, I went out to a restaurant, and and this was the first time in a long time, bro, I actually didn't feel too bad. I didn't feel like I stuck out like a sore thumb. I didn't feel too bad, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like, it was just like whatever. But I realized also too, and you might realize this too on your spiritual journey, retention journey, your frequency is gonna get so high that like certain conversations you wouldn't even entertain anymore. Or when you're even talking to somebody who's low vibrational, you can actually see the beautiful side to them. Like, here on this channel, I always say this is a beautiful fucked up sideways ass matrix. Everybody has a fucked up side to themselves, and everybody also has a good side to themselves. Because you are vibrating in this frequency of love, giving, kindness, not a pushover, but like, and then being aware, because you're in this vibration, you pull that same vibration out of low vibrational people. That's why you could actually get into a relationship with a female who may be a quote unquote hood rat or just low vibrational, but she matches your energy because that's what you project. Now she's feeding you with the same type of frequency, and it's like, I fell for it before, where it's like, oh, okay, damn, shit, I guess like everybody, like, okay, this might be it. And then the veil gets lift off their face, and then you see the truth about them. You know what I'm saying? And you also find out the truth about yourself too. So, but yeah, man, bro, it's overall, bro, it feels like it's a magical ride, and I've literally been through the highs and the lows, and the highs again and the lows. Like, even in the current time right now, I'm not 100% happy with my spiritual journey, with my SR journey. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm not 100% happy, dog. And it's because I feel like right now I should have a wife. Let me keep it a bean. Like, I feel like I should. It's like when you put in that work for so long, it's like, come on, God. Like, you see what I'm doing, right? But maybe, and this is the beautiful thing about being on the retention journey, the spiritual journey, is that you can always have this conversation with God. Maybe you have to revisit some things, and God is gonna be like, "Yo, bro, if you really want me to bless you, bro, this is the next thing that you have to let go. This is the next thing that you have to master. This is the next thing that you have to incorporate." You know what I'm saying? So you bring so much awareness to your life just by controlling your vices, controlling how often you bust. You know what I'm saying? Controlling the types of women you talk to. Uh, not controlling them, but like you controlling yourself from even making that being a reality. You feel me? It'll just save you a lot of trouble and a lot of headache, dog. You manifest money faster too. That's another one too. My funds have been up and down this summer. Like, this is probably one of the craziest summers of my entire life. I don't know how I made it out alive, but I do thank God. Okay, and that's the thing, bro. You're gonna be able to accomplish things or push through things that you consciously think that you can't get through, but you actually get through. And then you can be like, I don't even know how the fuck I just did that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a lot of moments like that, dog. Um, but yeah, this is part two to, like, what I've been experiencing on semen retention for 3 years going and counting. Um, it's definitely made me a better person. It made me a lot more. I sound more intelligent. I don't think I've gotten like super smart, but it just helps me to express myself so much better. Like, I didn't know how to talk to people. I was intimidated by teenagers, bro, at one point in time. Like, I had like social anxiety, like really, really bad. You know what I'm saying? So it develops the confidence, the willpower, and of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I'm a little bit different than some of y'all who might be watching because I actually made a YouTube channel. I made a YouTube channel about my life, and then it just kind of got the audience that it has now because I was talking about retention. You feel me? The benefits of it, the ups and downs, the female attraction, and more. You know what I'm saying? And I always say this, bro. As humans, the most powerful thing that we can do on the face of this planet, or one of the most powerful things, is procreate. The activity of bringing a soul here into this reality, right? And then you have some people who say like maybe they don't want kids. So like I've always had like different people over the years ask me, well, I don't want kids, so should I still be on semen retention? Da 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 da. It's healthy. Like, I'm telling you, bro. If you listen, if you want to have as much sex as possible, bro, the best thing you could do is have delayed gratification. Prepare yourself, build yourself, eat healthy. Because if you're drinking alcohol, doing all types of drugs constantly, bro, them good days is not gonna last. You see what I'm saying? But uh, but yeah, that was my video for today, bro. MGT, what it is, your boy Moody Starr, and I'm back here with another video. If you're new, you already know what to do, man. Become a subscriber, like the video, and join MGT. This is a channel where I highlight current events and talk about my spiritual walk in this beautiful, fucked up, sideways ass matrix. Now, first of all, I gotta say a special shout out to anybody that's holding on to your energy, going within and being high vibrational. Here at MGT, this is what we do. We work on ourselves every single day. Intro for the outro. If you made it to the end of the video, bro, you the GOAT. Make sure you're drinking your water. And stay locked in, bro. I also learned, I guess I gotta do a part 3. I learned a lot, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But I also learned, like, keep it simple. One day at a time. Just keep it simple. If you say you had it's an issue or a problem, you're trying to get back in shape or whatnot, keep it simple. Focus on one thing, even if it's just for a week. If you can focus on one aspect of your life for a week while still doing everything else, bro, trust and believe you're gonna make so much progress, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me drinking water every day, it actually motivated me to start dropping videos every day. So if it wasn't for that bottle of water, I wouldn't be uploading this frequently. You know what I'm saying? So it's like one good habit started another good habit. Just like if you have one bad habit, it's gonna start another bad habit. It goes both ways. So you feel me? Just keep that in mind. So I'm gonna be back with part 3. I got some reactions. I know I have some requests on Patreon. People want me to react to some new music. So y'all boys stay tuned for that. It's being boy Moody Starr. I'm gonna definitely see you guys on the next video, bro. Peace.